Weekly concept. Take action. Essential question. How do people respond to natural disasters? To the rescue. Natural disasters are events such as hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, and forest fires. When these kinds of events occur, it can cause a huge crisis in a community. Luckily, there are people who are trained to respond to natural disasters. How might people respond to a forest fire? How do you think people are rescued during a flood? What are some ways that people might respond during other kinds of natural disasters? Talk about it. Write words you have learned about responding to natural disasters. Then talk to a partner about what you might do to help after a natural disaster. Vocabulary. Use the picture and the sentences to talk with a partner about each word.
Alter. The ocean waves slowly alter the shoreline by carving away the rocks.
Collapse. Floodwaters caused the bridge to collapse.
Collapse. To collapse means to fall down or cave in. Collapse. To collapse means to fall down or cave in.
Crisis. Rescue workers help people during an emergency or a crisis, such as a flood. Destruction. The tornado destroyed buildings and caused a lot of other destruction. Hazard. The water was a hazard to people driving on the street. Hazard. A hazard is something that can cause harm or injury. Hazard. A hazard is something that can cause harm or injury. Severe. Severe weather can include very strong winds and heavy rain. Severe. Something severe is very harsh or serious. Severe. Something severe is very harsh or serious.
Substantial. We got a substantial amount of snow last night. Unpredictable. The unpredictable weather turned suddenly from sun to rain.
Your turn. Pick 3 words. Write 3 questions for your partner to answer. Genre, expository. A World of Change. The Grand Canyon Skywalk, Arizona. Essential question. How do people respond to natural disasters? Read about how people prepare for natural disasters. Earth may seem as if it is a large rock that never changes. Actually, our planet is in a constant state of change. Natural changes take place every day. These activities alter the surface of Earth. Some of these changes take place slowly over many years. Others happen in just minutes. Whether they are slow or fast, both kinds of changes have a great effect on our planet. Slow and steady. Some of Earth's biggest changes can't be seen. That is because they are happening very slowly. Weathering, erosion, and deposition are 3 natural processes that change the surface of the world. They do it 1 grain of sand at a time. Weathering occurs when rain, snow, sun, and wind break down rocks into smaller pieces. These tiny pieces of rock turn into soil, but they are not carried away from the landform. Erosion occurs when weathered pieces of rock are carried away by a natural force such as a river. This causes landforms on Earth to get smaller. They may even completely collapse over time. The Grand Canyon is an example of the effect of erosion. It was carved over thousands of years by the Colorado River. After the process of erosion, dirt and rocks are then dropped in a new location. This process is called deposition. Over time, a large collection of deposits may occur in one place. Deposition by water can build up a beach. Deposition by wind can create a substantial landform, such as a sand dune. Although erosion is a slow process, it still creates problems for people. Some types of erosion are dangerous. They can be seen as a hazard to communities. To help protect against beach erosion, people build structures that block ocean waves from the shore. They may also use heavy rocks to keep the land from eroding. Others grow plants along the shore. The roots of the plants help hold the soil and make it less likely to erode. Unfortunately, people cannot protect the land when fast natural processes occur. Fast and powerful. Fast natural processes, like slow processes, change the surface of Earth, but fast processes are much more powerful. They are often called natural disasters because of the destruction they cause. Volcanic eruptions and landslides are just two examples. Volcanoes form around openings in Earth's crust. When pressure builds under Earth's surface, hot melted rock called magma is forced upwards. It flows up through the volcano and out through the opening. Eruptions can occur without warning. They have the potential to cause a crisis in a community. Like volcanic eruptions, landslides can happen without warning. They occur when rocks and dirt, loosened by heavy rains, slide down a hill or mountain. Some landslides are small. Others can be quite large and cause severe damage. Be prepared. In contrast to slow-moving processes, people cannot prevent the effects of fast-moving natural disasters. Instead, scientists try to predict when these events will occur so that they can warn people. Still, some disasters are unpredictable and strike without warning. It is important for communities to have an emergency plan in place so that they can be evacuated quickly. The surface of Earth constantly changes through natural processes. These processes can be gradual or swift. They help to make Earth the amazing planet that it is. Shows a volcano erupting. Cone, crater, vent, pipe, magma chamber. Make connections. Talk about different ways that people prepare for natural disasters. How can you help others who have been in a natural disaster? Reread. When you read an informational text, you may come across facts and ideas that are new to you. As you read A World of Change, you can reread the difficult sections to make sure you understand them and to help you remember key details. Find text evidence. You may not be sure why a volcano erupts. Reread the section Fast and Powerful on page 52 of A World of Change. Fast and powerful. Fast natural processes, like slow processes, change the surface of Earth, but fast processes are much more powerful. They are often called natural disasters because of the destruction they cause. Volcanic eruptions and landslides are just two examples. Volcanoes form around openings in Earth's crust. When pressure builds under Earth's surface, hot melted rock called magma is forced upwards. It flows up through the volcano and out through the opening. Eruptions can occur without warning. They have the potential to cause a crisis in a community. I read that when pressure builds under Earth's surface, magma is forced upwards. From this, I understand that pressure below the surface causes a volcano to erupt. Your turn. What happens to rock during weathering? Reread the section Slow and Steady on page 51 to find out. As you read, remember to use the strategy reread. Compare and contrast. Authors use text structure to organize the information in a text. Comparison is one kind of text structure. Authors who use this text structure show how things are alike and different. Find text evidence. Looking back at pages 51 through 52 of A World of Change, I can reread to learn how slow natural processes and fast natural processes are alike and different. Words such as some, but, both, and like let me know that a comparison is being made. Venn diagram. Different. Happen over a long period of time. Happen suddenly. Different. People can protect the land. People cannot protect the land. Alike. Change the surface of Earth. Your turn. Reread the section Fast and Powerful. Compare and contrast volcanoes and landslides. List the information in the graphic organizer. Expository. The selection A World of Change is an expository text. Expository text explains facts about a topic. Includes text features. Find text evidence. A World of Change is an expository text. It gives many facts about Earth's processes. Each section has a heading that tells me what the section is about. The diagram gives me more information. Text features. Diagrams. Diagrams show the parts of something or how a process works. They have labels that tell about their different parts. Headings. Headings tell what a section of text is mostly about. Your turn. List 3 text features in A World of Change. Tell your partner what information you learned from each of the features. Multiple meaning words. As you read A World of Change, you will come across some multiple meaning words. These are words that have more than one meaning. To figure out the meaning of a multiple meaning word, check the words and phrases near it for clues. Find text evidence. When I read page 52 of A World of Change, I see the word block. There are a few different meanings for block, so this is a multiple meaning word. The word protect and the phrase ocean waves from the shore help me figure out which meaning is being used in the sentence. To help protect against beach erosion, people build structures that block ocean waves from the shore. Your turn. Use context clues to figure out the meanings of the following words in A World of Change. Place, page 51. Shore, page 52. Strike, page 53.
Write about the text. I answered this question. How does the author's use of text structure help us understand slow and fast natural processes? Use text evidence. In A World of Change, The author uses the compare and contrast text structure to help us understand slow and fast natural processes. Slow processes change the world one grain of sand at a time, but fast processes are more sudden and powerful. Both processes have a great effect on our planet. For example, erosion slowly carves canyons, but volcanic eruptions change the land in the blink of an eye. Comparing and contrasting the processes helps us understand the different ways the planet is shaped. Grammar. Use a comma before a conjunction in a compound sentence. Focus on a topic. I used facts to support the topic. Text structure. I included examples to show comparison. Figurative language. I wrote an idiom to make my point. Your turn. How does the use of the volcano diagram on page 53 help us to better understand the text? Use text evidence.